Good morning, traders. I've got a trade here, short. It is Tuesday, May 2nd, and I've already set the stop for 49.17. Come right back. I haven't sent a signal trade out for this particular trade because it's a bit risky here. This is one of the trades I've taken, called out within my charting service, and it's a bit risky on this trade. Not sure if this is the code or not. So I'm just taking it, small stop, and we only have one USA code, so I'm going to send that one out. I'll come back. By the way, the first trade that I called out within my charting service worked, but the range on it was very tight. It was only good for like 25 ticks, so not very good right there. What I'm expecting here is that the codes from here are going to produce more ticks. I think they will. So hopefully this is the code right here, and I've got it right, and it'll go down here. It's a bit risky though to send out a signal. I'd really like to get all of you on the Nadex, because it's just a lot easier to send out signals for that. And once you start using the Nadex, you'll see how easy it is and how it keeps you from getting into trouble. Like, I've seen too many of you increase your stops because you don't want to get stopped out, and then you end up getting stopped and it just wipes you out. If you can take that away from not being stopped at all, it'll really help you in your trading. And all you can do is just rely on me to get the direction right, which I'll be able to most of the time. And then you'll make money. I mean, it's simple as that. And it's very easy to control what you're using. You control 10% of your account. Got a $1,000 account, you use $100 trades. $2,000 account, $200 trades. $10,000 account, $1,000 trades, etc. You just use 10% of your money into your trades, keep the percentage pretty high, and when you can make 2, 3, even 400% on each trade, you're doing really, really, really super well. So I'd really like to get all of you on the Nadex. I know it's something new, and you've never done it before, and you don't like to do things new. I don't blame you, but it really is better. And I can send out a signal for it, get the direction wrong temporarily speaking, but end up being right, and you make money. Whereas if I get the entry wrong and I put a small stop on it like that and we get hit, you just lose money, and then you get hit again, you lose money. And it's also with the Nadex, once you see how it works, if you want to switch directions, it's a piece of cake. I mean, you can get out for a very small loss and then just go long on it. So for instance, how many times have you seen me trading the futures like this, and I get the direction wrong, comes and hits my stop, and then I go long on it? Well, guess what? I don't have time to send out a signal for that. I mean, there's no time for me to prepare the signal and let it go. I have to prepare 2 different signals, one email, one SMS, and it's really, really tough to do. So it's also tough for me to switch back and forth between the Nadex and the oil futures. It's really tough. I'd really rather just focus in on one and do the Nadex. And the reality is that those of you who are serious about this, you can just come with me on the Nadex. I can just limit the number of members that can join up, and you can just follow me on the Nadex, and we'll all make money together. And I don't need to have hundreds of members or something. I can lower it much more down, because I can't do too many on the Nadex anyway. On the futures I could. It'd be great if I could send it out so much easier on the futures, but I just can't. It's difficult to do. But anyway, we only have one code for the USA session, so I'm going to send that one out. I don't know for sure if this code is good here. I'll be more sure after today to see if it works or not. But so we could nail it pretty easy on Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday nail it pretty easy. But I'm uncertain if this is the right code or not. The other one worked, first one worked, but not for very much. There's this one I'm using, and there's one more. And actually, it's here now. It looks like it's a short entry as well. Yeah, looks like it's a short entry as well. So we look like we got double code saying go short here. And anyway, but see, now if this was the Nadex, it'd be so much easier for me to send it. Anyway, I'm gonna come back. Also, I'm having to switch between two different computers to record, one for the Nadex and one for this oil features. That's really tough too, and it's a lot more work than I realized it was going to be. And then I have to switch back and forth on the signal system too. It's really tough. Gotta load the email list and then switch it out and load the other one. Change the list for the SMS. All these things take time, But if I just had to do one, it would be a lot easier for me. And if I had to choose, I would definitely choose the Nadex because there's no stops to get hit. So, and a lot of times on the Nadex, I can't more times than I can count. I've gotten it wrong, right on the entry. Let's say I go short, and then it keeps going higher. And if I were in a futures trade, I would get stopped out. Easy, get stopped out. But because I was in Nadex, I don't get stopped out because there's no stop to hit. And then it comes back down, and I end up taking a win on the trade. You know what I mean? Or vice versa, going long, same thing. I ended up taking a win when I would have lost. So the Nadex is more forgiving, and especially with my experience in using the codes and everything, it's really good. Anyway, I'll come back. It's moving down here pretty good. I'm gonna go for 40 ticks down to 48.68. We'll see if I can get it. I'll come back. It's getting close to the exit here. Just a little bit ways more to go, and it will make it. This thing is really snapping back good on the daily. Let's go take a look at it. This thing took forever to do this. Look at it. Looks really good now. Here it goes. It's going to get ready for the exit. Looking very good. Anyway, I'll come back after this trade hits the exit, and I have to manage a Nadex trade. It's really tough to trade both markets like this. So much easier if I could just trade the Nadex. I'd really like to encourage all of you to get on the Nadex. I'm going to come out with a video explaining to you more about the Nadex and how easy it is, and a lot of you are confused on which trading platform to trade the Nadex on. You can only trade the Nadex on the Nadex. It's nadex.com, and that's the only place you can go. So we all be going through the same exact place, see the same exact screen, everything's the same. No different brokers to go through. And it's, like I said, it's really, really simple, really, really easy. Anyway, almost to the exit. I'll come back. By the way, for you charting subscribers out there, you take a look at the daily. It's rolling over right there. Looking good. Looking very, very good. I'm hoping that it's going to go red and come down a bit here, because I've got a Nadex trade to manage. And if it does, I'll win on the Nadex trade. If not, I'm looking to get out for a small loss on the Nadex. I took a bad entry today. And I needed to wait for it to go up higher first before I took the entry. And I didn't, so I could have used one of the codes, so I'm kind of kicking myself for not using one of the codes for the entry. I just thought it looked good and I wanted to jump in, and I did, but pay the price for it. But if it makes it down a bit more, I'll be able to either get out for a profit or a very small loss, so because I have $1,000 risk on it. Anyway, I will come back. So by the way, for you charting subscribers out there, all 3 codes called out within my charting service of all work. The first one was only good for 25 ticks. The second 2 are both good. And we'll see if they're going to be good for 40 ticks here. Going for 40 ticks to see if they're good for 40. They should be. They should be good for 40 ticks. And then I've got another one for the USA session. I plan to send out a signal for that one. What's probably going to do is pop back up here and then probably go short off of that one. What I'm hoping it will do is come down first a bit more, hit my exit, get me out, and then it can pop back up. And then I'll send out that signal. Otherwise it'll pop up without hitting my exit, which is possible, but when you're looking at a daily like that, you know, learn to stay in them, because you've got it on your side right there. It doesn't look much better than that. So one way or another, this thing is going to be coming down, most likely. So anyway, on my Nadex trade, if I would have just waited for 5 more minutes, I would have seen it shoot up again, and I could have taken below 49, and I'd already be in the money right now, already be full amount. And my risk is $1,000. My profit is $2,000. So if I profit and if I totally win on the trade, I'll make $2,000 with a $1,000 risk. That's a 200% profit. That's what I'm trying to let all of you know. The Nadex is where it's at, especially with respect to me sending out the signals, and also with respect to just being able to make money, period. You know, with the secret of the codes, and plus my charting experience, and plus my tell. Like for instance, the tell I got yesterday was that oil was going to go down, but before it went down, it went up. And that's where I missed the entry, the proper entry. But if I had just waited, I mean, I missed it by so small amount. If I could have just waited 5 more minutes before I took the entry, I would have known better, and it would have gotten a much better entry on it, and would have went below 49 instead of below 48.50, which is where I'm at now. So I needed to go below 48.50 to make money. But if I can get out anywhere near there, like say 48.60, I could take a very small loss. Instead of losing 1,000, I would probably only lose maybe 100 or 150 or something like that. Make it a very small loss. Because I was down about, I'm not sure exactly, but somewhere around 800 or so. And you know, I could, when you're down 800 and you can back it off to down 100 or something, or 150, you're doing good. It's better to trade for the next day, you know. And because I don't usually mess up the entry like that. I mean, I do sometimes, but not that often. And even when I do, like today, I can still profit from it. Because there's a chance that this thing will shoot down below 48.50, although it may not stay down there. But if I can get out when it's below, I'll definitely be taking a profit. I'll be taking a $200-300 profit, which, you know, isn't bad when you were down 800. Anyway, I will come back. Okay, it's going for the exit here. Almost there. Almost hit. Need to get the ask to come down to the price, and then it'll go out. because the price actually hit at 68, but the ask has to come down to 68. There's the ask right there, one above the price. When it comes down to there, it'll go off and get out. Almost made it, just right there. Anyway, I don't want to take up too much time on the video. I'll come back. Okay, I just jumped out of the trade because right now I need to focus on two things. I need to focus on one, my Nadex trade, and number two, on a signal that I plan to send out for the oil futures market to my Signal subscribers. Now, most of you have signed up for my oil signals, and I'm really having a tough time doing the two, and I really would rather do the Nadex. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out and I'm going to teach all of you about the Nadex and why you really want to do the Nadex. And all you got to do is just switch over, throw your money back over to your checking account, and then you can easily sign up to the Nadex, very easily too. When you go through a broker, they want all this information. They want, a lot of times they want to see your ID and all this different stuff, right? You got to fax it to them or whatever. It's kind of a pain, and you got to choose your clearing broker and everything like that. And a lot of times they even decline people. But the Nadex, no. It's real easy to open up the account, and it's really easy to fund the account. You don't got to go into the bank and do a wire transfer. You can just fund it right from your checking account. You just hook up your checking account. It's kind of like PayPal. You hook up your checking account and you just tell it how much money you want to send to the broker. It's really super easy. Same way when you want to take the money back out. It's really, really easy. And I took the trade at I went short at 48.86, I think it was, something like that, earlier. And it went all the way up to 49.28. And I was taking an $800 loss because I had a $1,000 risk on it. And now it's come all the way back down. All I needed to do is go below 48.50 and I'll be in the money. Or I can get out at 48.60 and just lose a little bit. That's what I'm looking to do here shortly. But there's a good chance what's going to happen is it's going to come back up, and on the next code it'll make a reversal and then come back down again. Good chance of that happening. So one way or another, I've got on the Nadex, I've got, let's see here, 4 hours and 51 minutes to go before I need to make it below 48.50. So I've got plenty of time to make it below 48.50. See, so even when I make a huge mistake today in the market, I can still profit. It happens all the time. And then when I nail them, I profit very quickly and very easily. And I nail them all the time too. So my point is that if you get it wrong in the futures, you lose. Period. And if you make a big stop, which I've noticed some people doing, making instead of going 20, they think they can not get stopped out and do 40 ticks, stuff like that. All you gotta do is be wrong a few times with that. There goes your account. Also, here's another thing, if you got, let's say you got a $30,000 account, whatever, it doesn't matter, 10,000, 30,000, 100,000, whatever. And this thing, your computer goes down, whatever, the internet goes down, and all of a sudden it makes a big move. It'd take out a large portion of your account because it goes in the opposite direction. Can't happen in the Nadex. Cannot happen. The amount that you put up is the maximum that you could lose. Period. No matter what it does. It could go up a 1,000,000%. Won't make any difference whatsoever. The maximum that you put up is the maximum that you can lose. That's like a safety precaution, a parachute at all times. You got a natural built-in parachute that will never not go off. Whereas a stop can fail you, especially if you're not using market on your stops. They can fail you. So anyway, I've had that happen before. One time I had it happen. It was a really big one too. It was in oil. I shorted it after it had gone up to 147. Shorted it, right? Was writing it down. Had a big profit in it, and then the thing went up $28 in one day. One day, and it did it overnight while I was sleeping. And I had a stop on it at market, which was a mistake because I didn't know this, but Interactive Brokers doesn't allow stops at market outside of the market hours. I would have had to put a limit order on it and put it like a buffer on it, and then I would have been okay, probably, maybe. I don't know how fast it was moving past the stop. But that really opened my eyes, taught me a lesson, you know, that, I mean, it went up $28 in one day. Basically just wiped out my account. You know, I learned a big lesson from that. And, you know, that's one thing that's dangerous about the futures. But in the Nadex, you're protected at all times. It's a very good way to play in a very controlled manner at all times. And it's easy for me to send out signals for it, because I can be wrong to a certain extent and still profit. Anyway, I am going to go close this video out, and I'm going to retake on the Nadex video that I'm making. So I will see all of you traders tomorrow. I hope you are doing well. Hope you're learning. Those of you that know the codes, and those of you in my charting, so far I've nailed it in the charting. Now we'll see if it's, oh, I've still got to send a signal out. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Yeah, I'm going to come back and send out a signal, and I'll record that signal once I've sent it out. So I'll be back. Guys, I'm afraid that this is just too risky right here to send out a signal. I really need all of you to get on the Nadex. Just get on the Nadex with me. You're going to love it. I'll be able to make you money. All you really care about is making money. True? Yes or no? Then get on the Nadex. I'll make you money. 100% guaranteed. This is really, really risky. This is something that you need to be able to do yourself if you want to play these codes like this. Because if you're wrong, then you get out and you go back the other way. You see? There's no way I can send out a signal for that. It looks like this thing's going to go long here. Looks like it's going to go long off the code. But do you really think that I want to take this thing long right now? Look at the daily. I do not want to take this long. No. No, 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 no. I do not want to send out a signal going against the daily chart right there. No, 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 no. That is bad mathematics. I don't care what the code says. It's just simply bad mathematics. Now, true, it may continue to go up here, and the code's going to be 100% right. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. But it's risky. If you want to take a trade like that on your own, it's different. Just like I do all the time, and then get out, and then I get stopped out, and then I go in another trade. You know what I mean? But I can't keep sending out signals like that. It's too hard. It's hard enough just to send one out, let alone another one. Not to mention, I have to go to 2 different systems to send it out. One for the email, one for the SMS. It's really tough. It's really, really tough on me. Now what I'm looking to see here is this thing to be offset and for it to turn back around and go short. I could easily take that trade. I'll go short off of it, but I'm not going to go long here. No way. Not to say that it won't go up. It very well could shoot all the way back up to here. It very well could. But there's something in trading that you have to look at, the overall thing. Like, that's why I always tell all of you in my charting, always look at the daily. Where are you at? What does it look like when you're taking the trade? You got a big, huge line over here. It snapped back. How many lines do you see here that went back? How many lines? Virtually none. There's none. Once they make that line, they keep going the other way. You see that? Sometimes they go like this and they make a line and they go back and then they go back again, right? And it could be doing that a little bit. It might go back a little bit again, and end green, something like that, and end right there. It is possible, but it's bad mathematics. How many times do you see that happen? There's one. There's sort of another one. There's sort of another one there. There's one right there. But I mean, you look at all the rest of them, they don't look like that, do they? No, that's bad mathematics. You don't play bad mathematics. It's just not good business. So, always think in your mind what the math is. Forget about what you think or you want to gamble something or something like that. This is not gambling. You play mathematically. That's the way I think. That's the way I play. That's just the way you want to be successful. You need to be like that. So I don't want to go long. I want to go short. The question is, okay, for you charting players out there, I don't think I'm going to give too much away here. Look at the range. The range is from up here, from 49, 28, down to almost 60. So we've got a 40, 50, 68 tick range already on the chart. What's the range been on the chart lately? You know? So the question is how much further down is it going to go? Probably not much. So do you really want to go short when it's probably not going to go down very much? No. Do you really want to go long when it's probably not going to go back up much? It's going to keep that line there. No. So what do? Neither way looks good right now. Neither way, regardless of the code, the chart does not look good. It's already done its move. The only way would be to go short. That would be the only way I would want to go. It looks like it's going to make a chart like this now. Something in the middle. That's what it looks like to me. Unless it goes short here. If it goes short here, then it may come down and give a green and give a red bar. Look more like this, perhaps. You know, maybe not go all the way down to the bottom, but go a little bit ways down and look more closer to this bar, or this bar. Look more like this bar here. That's what it looks like. You know, it's getting ready to do, perhaps. Or it'll look like this bar, and just barely, and just stay right in the middle right there. You know, and look exactly like that bar. So would you want to take a trade when it might look like that bar right there? No. That's why I'm saying it's risky. I don't want to send out a signal here. It just doesn't look right on the chart. Now, if it looked right, I would send it out. But it just doesn't look right. Either way. I know you want to make money. I want to make money for you too. I want to help you as much as I can. Get on the Nadex. I'll come out with another video. I'll explain more about it. And you're going to love the Nadex, and I'll be able to nail those trades. I didn't nail it today. I nailed it yesterday, but I didn't nail it today. But I guarantee you I will nail it vast majority of time and make you money. So if you can't get on the Nadex for some reason, then stay signed up to my charting and just do the codes. So far they have all worked perfectly today. Every one of them. The only one that hasn't shown itself to work yet, because it's nowhere near close to being over yet, is the 4th code and the 5th code. There's 5 of them. Actually, there's 6 of them if you count the 1 trade per day, but I never count that one. There's one right now. I still don't have a for sure direction on which way it wants to go, and there's another one. But neither one of them were good for very many ticks yesterday. See, that's another thing. That's another problem. Neither one of those codes were very good for very many ticks. So it's very likely to just basically stay in this general area right here and pretty much trade sideways from here. Very likely. It might come up a little bit more. It might go down a little bit more. But just as a general rule, stay in this general area. That's why today it just does not look good for a trade, for a signal. I'm really sorry about that. Get on the Nadex. I'll be able to send you a signal almost every single day. The only problem is with that, they come at different times, you know, but take the ones that come in the USA session, or have your phone next to you at night and take it, you know, in the middle of the night if you're really serious about this. Or just worst case scenario, I'll have the trading fund open at the end of this week. Send me your money. I'll trade your money in my account and give you a nice percentage on your money. So I know that's a risk for you, and I don't, you know, don't want to twist your arm about that, whatever. But if you trust me or whatever, and you want me to make you money, I will, and I certainly will not rip you off. So anyway, I am going to get going here. I'm all done for today, and I will see all of you tomorrow. See you charting members It's tomorrow for me. It'll be today for you, tonight for you. I'll see you in my charting, and then for you Nadex subscribers, tomorrow's another day. It'll be tonight for you, or early in the morning or something like that, or whatever. Tomorrow, I'm gonna send out another signal. You're gonna see I'm gonna get these signals right most of the time, and we're gonna be making money together. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'll be back with a Nadex video soon, either today or maybe tomorrow. I'll do a good Nadex video for all of you. Okay, I'm gonna go. Happy trading out there, and see you tomorrow.